It's hard for me to remember a whole 10 minutes there.
Unanimous decision for Lucas Lepri. Becomes a 6-time IBJJF world champion.
Wow.
Using his head to turn Jake McKenzie's head away. That's going to shut down a lot of the defense. And there we go.
So when I first, trained jiu-jitsu, I was 15 years old, and then I fell in love right away with the art. I was very impressive, have that feeling that what I could do with just few techniques and see the power, of jiu-jitsu and start building my confidence, from there. Yeah, was pretty amazing, feel it. Yeah, so I grew up doing sports, so my parents always push myself and my brothers to do sports, because I think sports, can help, us to be a better person. I grew up doing all kind of sports, like soccer, swimming, and then also I did capoeira as well, helped me so much in jiu-jitsu because of the balance, have this flexibility as well, understand more the mechanics too, the coordination. For sure, all the sports that I did helped me understand more playing jiu-jitsu, but for sure capoeira had a huge impact, on my balance, as I said, on my coordination. Yeah. When I started training jiu-jitsu, my first coach and professor, Elan Santiago, so he moved to my hometown on that time. He was a Brazilian top team. And then we stayed on the Brazilian top team for a few years, and then we moved to TT, because Terere and him was very close friends. When Terere created TT, he invited him to join the team, and then I was on that time I was a purple belt, and then we joined TT team with Terere and Teles, and then I stayed there for until my black belt. So actually a little bit before, and then the team TT broke up, and Terere, told us to go to Alliance on that time. So and then since then, I'm with the team Alliance. Yeah. I like when I was competing all the time till today, even though like I'm not competing, but I like to be when I'm teaching. I like to train, to spar with my students, or traveling to seminars and training with everybody. I think this make me alive. I used to train like twice a day, sometimes once a day, and get a little bit before the tournament, like maybe 6 to 7 weeks before the tournament, I start intensified a little bit my workout routine, like start doing like 3 times a week. The way that I train as well, like do like more shark tanks, do like a little bit more specific training, more rounds as well. Instead I do like 5 rounds, I used to do like 7, 8 rounds. It just intensified a little bit more. I'm competing or not, I usually I'm be every day on the mats. So no-gi was kind of very natural. I used to train like once or twice a week. And even though like I have a tournaments coming up, I never stop training the gi. I always train like even more gi than no gi, and just kept that routine. Train every day gi and twice a week, 1 or twice a week in no gi. And before NOGI Worlds or ADCC, maybe 4 weeks, I intensified a little bit and trained NOGI every day on the last 4 weeks or 5 weeks. Doing kind of a camp. I think on the lightweight or middleweight, we always have some guys that's coming up all the time, a new talent, Right now, I'm not seeing like one player can dominate the position. We can see Tainan dominated the middleweight division, but I'm not seeing right now on the lightweight division some players can dominate for years, So, yeah, I'm not seeing yet, I think could be about super fights. Maybe for the super fights can be more interesting, to watch, because like more dynamic, can be a fast pace, More for like younger guys, more athletic guys, and if they want to like do more like super fights, no-gi could, see more, as I said, more fast pace, But you cannot see much like older guys do much no-gi, because as I said, have to be more athletic. Like for example, in the gi, I feel that's more technical, and for everybody can play and slow the pace down as well. Yeah, I think that's going to be the difference. I think it's important about like I did my entire career clean, and I encourage all the young generation to trust in the process. I think everybody that sometimes start taking steroids or try to get the results like overnight can be dangerous. Understand that anything good in life comes overnight. It's gonna take time, right? And then also like that we're coming back about the no-gi. I think it's kind of like more athletic you are, is in no-gi you can do better, more explosive, and then maybe those guys taking more. For the gi guys, sometimes they take as well. We could see a lot of guys failing the drug test, Yeah, so that's for me. I encourage all the new generation to think twice to start using, because once they start using, they're gonna rely on that to win, to training. So they're gonna be very addicting on the drug, like a drug, So if they start taking this on their career, they're gonna start taking that for until they stop competing, Get more confidence on the positions, and start building the variations accordingly, how my opponent is going to reacting, and start like as soon as I learned the basic one, and then after that took me time to start like realize what I could do, with the variations depend how the guy's reacting. I started develop that little by little. It wasn't overnight as well, but I felt very comfortable on my type of body as well. This type of techniques on my game really, really well. Yeah, so I'd like to say that, all the Korea fans about like, I love come to Korea. I love, share my vision of Jiu-Jitsu with the community here. We have affiliation here in Daegu, Professor Yun. He's doing an amazing job here. I'm super happy what he has been building. As I said, I love to come over here, in Korea, see everybody, like so many talents here, the quality of training in Korea is like growing so much for the last few years. You could see really good players from here now on the world scenes, there. Yeah, I'm super happy every time to be here and see everybody. Something like the first time I came here was years ago. A lot of times that the guys was white belts, blue belts, they are red, black belts now. It's pretty awesome to see that. I'd like to say thank you so much for the Jiu-Jitsu Espada, for the opportunity to be here doing this interview, and hope everybody enjoy it. Thank you.